Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of The Grandstand here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I am, as always, your host, AR the Ohio Patriot, and for today's episode, we're going to talk about the left attacking itself, specifically an update to the whole Paul Pelosi thing that we talked about on the 2A cast today. So, for those who haven't heard about that, obviously Paul Pelosi was attacked. Everybody was trying to claim it was some right winger guy or whatever the case be. Nah, it's some fucking leftist nutter who apparently was a buddy of Paul Pelosi's. And it kind of makes me wonder if, in fact, this isn't some kind of lavender marriage that Paul and Nancy Pelosi have going on right now, dude. And this wasn't actually Paul Pelosi's secret lover. Because that would make sense now, if you think about it logically, dude. Because how the hell else is the guy going to get into your secured home and stuff like that, dude? Unless he's just there to bang you, and then it got a little bit rough or whatever the case be, and he's like, it's hammer time, motherfucker. Because I could totally see that being the case, dude. I could 100% see that being the case right now. Where it was something where it's like the dude himself that was the attacker or whatever was like, oh, if you don't pay me, $10,000 right now and another $10,000 every week for the next like 20 years, I'm going to put this shit onto the thing right before the midterms and stuff like that. And like out you as a gay man, and then out your wife as somebody who's like been the beard for a gay man this whole time and stuff like that, which, that used to be a thing that would destroy political careers. Now it's just like, whatever, honestly. But yeah, I could see something like that being the case, honestly, dude. But as it says here, I'll read a couple different stories here about the whole thing here on Breitbart's main page. Let me see if I can screen share this just to make sure I can. I updated my stuff here a little bit ago, and it seems to be working better now. It was very messed up in the last couple of hours before that. So, but yeah, we got several different stories here on this main page of the Breitbart.com. We got Divider in Chief, Desperate Biden, blames GOP for attack on Paul Pelosi. Assailant used the same chant as January 6th. Protesters. Joe tries to distract from crushing inflation and pending red wave. And then we got Paul Pelosi, 911 call. His name is David and he is a friend. Crazy suspect attacked, arrested in underwear, promoted conspiracies and manifestos, supposedly. And that's the thing I'm wondering on that one, dude. Okay, he's in his drawers, arrested in his drawers with a hammer, and it's like, I don't know, man. Like that sounds like some sexual shit might have been going on there between the two men. Well, Nancy was in Congress or whatever, dude. And again, would not surprise me. Would not surprise me in the least, dude, if these people are doing all kinds of crazy shit in their, lives and stuff with that being the case or whatever. And honestly, I could give a fuck less. But my thing is, it's like, hey, if you're gonna do some shit like that, make sure to keep it cool, man. Keep it cool. And the problem with all that crap is, it's like, yeah, you want to sit there and just be a bunch of assholes attacking everybody else. In reality, you're the biggest fucking douchebags of all leftists. So, anyway, I don't know anymore. I just thought it was very interesting, though, when I heard that. And I was like, it seems like there's definitely some shady shit going on there. So I'm not surprised in the least to hear this, actually. That Pelosi's just a loon, basically. So, anyway. But yeah, now we got Rex Chapman calls Rand Paul a little bitch for wishing Paul Pelosi a speedy recovery. I can only assume that Rex Chapman is the guy that's running against Rand Paul on the 8th of November. At least that'd be my guess anyway. And the fact that he's like, the fact that I'm assuming Rand Paul was being legitimate about that, dude, and being like, nah, dude, like, I wish this dude a speedy recovery. Like, we might hate the other side or whatever the case be, but we don't want to physically hurt is what it is, dude. So, and then you got Obama, Herschel Walker, an ignorant celebrity who wants to be a senator, says the motherfucker who was literally a Manchurian candidate and was coached on what the fuck to do and how the fuck to speak and stuff like that. For those who don't know about that shit, dude, there's a lot of evidence out there that Obama was a Manchurian candidate. So, and I'll leave it at that, basically. He's also a fucking scumbag piece of shit. He's also a giant fucking pedophile, too, by the way. And fuck him. And like I said, I regret every day ever casting a vote for Barack Obama, dude. He was the worst president in this country's history, at least as far as I've been alive anyway, in my lifetime. And actually, if you go through most of the country's history, he's actually probably the worst president in U.S. history. Because I don't count Biden, because we all know what happened there, dude. And I'm going to leave it at that again. So, you know. Anyway. Moving on down the line here. Got panic. Hollywood elites vow to quit Twitter over Elon Musk takeover. Please do. Please do, so I don't have to talk to your stupid asses anymore, dude. Call you out for shit. Oh, that was an interesting one with Omar's crazy ass. You had her apparently like freaking out on a bunch of voters today, or not today, but at some town hall this week, I guess is what it was, and was like, "Oh, you should listen to me because I'm a Somalian woman." Da, 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 da. It's like, quit playing dirty politics, bitch. Get the fuck out of my country. You're not even legally here. Like, you shouldn't even legally be here to begin with. You were a fucking literal child fucking soldier over in Somalia who faked like you were a fucking refugee under the Bush administration, Bush 1, and then were brought over here during that time and were given a fucking free pass to become a U.S. citizen. You're not an American, though. You're a fucking jihadist piece of shit is what it is, dude. And I'm calling your ass out on that bitch. I'm so fucking sick and tired of her, dude. I'm so sick and tired of her and the rest of the cunt squad, for that matter, entirely, dude. Like, you want to talk about auto DQs in this country, dude? Sorry, you're supporting Islamic terrorism? Get the fuck out and don't come back. And that's exactly what Omar does, dude. Some people did something? Yeah, some people fucking took down 2 towers on 9/11. You stupid fucking cunt. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. But anyway, the best thing that happened there in that situation was you had some dude call her out and be like, "You don't tell me who to vote for, bitch." And it's like, good. Grow some balls, dude. Seriously. Fucking about time people start growing a pair at this point, dude, and calling these fucking cocksuckers out, dude. And what's funny is, with the left attacking itself like that, it's their own voter bases, dude. It's people that actually voted for these ass clowns to begin with, dude. Which really speaks volumes on those people even having voting rights in this country ever again, for that matter. Because, like, yeah, if you're going to vote some fucking jihadist piece of shit like that in office, dude, like, should you even have voting rights anymore? And honestly, the answer is no, you should not. So, anyway. But yeah, needless to say, I thought that was pretty interesting when she was fucking freaking out on some dude or whatever the case be. And then you got 21% of black voters support GOP, lights out, donkeys, according to that Nolte guy. Then we got Elon Musk locks out Twitter engineers, has Tesla staff review. For those that haven't heard about that one, actually, it was interesting. The second Elon Musk took over Twitter there, one of the first things that he did was basically fire the woman who censored Trump's account and a few other people. And it's like, good, about fucking time, dude. About fucking time to see something, switch around is what it is now. I couldn't be happier, honestly, dude, because that woman is a raging fucking worthless cunt entirely, dude. And that's why I hate people that are all, pro censorship and shit like that. The big difference, obviously, if you talk about censorship and stuff like that on social media, dude, companies themselves should not have that right to do that. It's like, yeah, but if you as an individual, if you have people like, coming to your channel and attacking you or assaulting you or whatever it is, dude, you have every right to, ban them from the channel is what it is. Which is what I do here on a regular basis, off and on, because it's like, I don't have to put up people insulting me and stuff like that on my own channel, dude. And it's like, again, you might as well become my home is what it is, dude. And to sit here and like talk shit or whatever the case be, or to troll my accounts or whatever the case be, or whatever, dude, it's like, nah, bro, fuck off. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I have no time for you or your bullshit, dude. I got other stuff I got to do. Is better off is what it is. So anyway, but yeah, continuing on with that though, you got Omar claiming Trump Republicans mentioning my name causes uptick of death threats. What a bunch of bullshit lies, dude. Again, you shouldn't even be on this country's soil, you dumb cunt. Then we got troll Dr. Oz playing debate with Fetterman on repeat outside Dem fundraiser. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty funny, actually. That's pretty funny. Then we got exclusive JD Vance. Americans and their property must be protected from China. Yes, it must be. And that's right there exactly why JD is getting my vote come the 8th, man. because I'm not going to let Tim Ryan steal a U.S. Senate seat is what it is, dude. Just like that piece of shit Sherrod Brown still won in 2018. And the fact that the state of Ohio still has yet 4 years later to audit Sherrod Brown's bullshit there, dude, is fucking ridiculous. And it's like that shit was going on long before 2020, dude. It was going on back in 2018. It was going on back in 2016. Hell, how the hell do people think Nancy Pelosi, Maxine Waters, and Dianne Feinstein have been sitting in Congress / Senate for the last like 40 fucking years, dude? It's not that hard to figure out, people. When you import voter blocks and give them the right to vote, you know, shit's gonna happen. So, anyway. Then we got Fauci knocks Senate report on COVID origin, hasn't read it closely. And we got AOC claiming vast majority of domestic terrorists come from white nationalism. Says the woman who is literally all for open borders, man. And where terrorism is actually coming from. Like, pretty sure most terrorism in America right now, you dumb cunt, domestically comes from people coming in who do not belong in this country by jumping our borders illegally, is what it is. Ironically enough, a lot of people look like her ass. Not to mention Cortez herself has gone on. Well, what's funny to me too on that one as well is you have Cortez claiming white nationalism and stuff on that dude, while she herself in the past 3 years has actively gone on multiple fucking tirades calling for fucking violence and terrorist acts and shit like that, dude. And it's just like the same thing with Tim Ryan, dude. You got fucking Tim Ryan's bitch ass most recently pulling that shit with the whole, kill and confront MAGA movement thing and stuff, dude. But yeah, it's like the gaslighting by these people is just fucking beyond insanity at this point, dude. It's like so ridiculous. It's just like, go fuck yourself, cunt. Get the fuck out of here. So, yeah, it just, it infuriates me to no end, man. It really does. Because it's just these people that are just like the biggest pieces of crap, basically, that can be. Sitting there trying to claim one thing while they're doing the same fucking thing is what it is, dude. And it's like, there's only one thing here that's a problem, and it's your ass, bitch. So we're probably going to read that whole story actually here in a minute. I just need to finish doing something real quick here. And then, okay. There we go. All right. Sorry, I was fucking around with my game that I play. I was trying to talk here and then do some other stuff here. So then we got, let's see here. We got sprung Chicago sex offender accused of more molestation. That's awesome. That's real fucking great, right? So you're gonna let a guy who is a literal fucking sex offender out on bond or get bailed out or whatever it is, dude, and he's just gonna go on to commit more crimes and stuff like that, dude. This is exactly why people talk about this all the time, dude, because again, this is the kind of shit we're dealing with in society right now, dude. Where you have these Democrat hell pockets just becoming a big giant piece of shit is what it is. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else we want to talk about here. And you got Biden and Kamala rally Democrats for John Fetterman. John is Pennsylvania. Are they saying that Pennsylvania is a stroke? What? Like, that makes no sense, man. Like, seriously, if John Fetterman is Pennsylvania, dude, like, Pennsylvania has a lot more problems than that, man. So, no, John Fetterman is not Pennsylvania, dude. John Fetterman is a fucking trust fund piece of shit douchebag who literally is a stroke victim who shouldn't even be in the running right now, let alone be the lieutenant governor of Pennsylvania currently, dude, because, again, if something happens to Tom Wolf, like, I don't know, motherfucker has to go get a colonoscopy for 2 hours, he's gonna sign the power of the governorship over to Fetterman while he's under fucking anesthesia and stuff like that, dude. And you're gonna have a man who can barely speak right now and is not all there, obviously, from the stroke and shit, now being your de facto governor for a couple hours, and God forbid something goes wrong during that event and Tom Wolf doesn't make it. You know, like some severe complication happens or whatever the case be, and it's like, oh shit, somebody does something or whatever that messes him up and stuff like that, and he's under for more time than that or whatever the case be, or even worse, he gets hospitalized, and, you know, some bad shit or whatever happens there, or something else for that matter. I mean, hell, the guy could go, you know, walk outside and get hit by a car by accident or something like that, dude. But, yeah, the fact that Fetterman is now number 2, Just to be clear, I gotta say that now. Just to be clear, what I just said there, I am not wishing any harm on Tom Wolf. In fact, I'm wishing the opposite of that. I hope he has very good health until the end of the year, because the last thing that fucking Pennsylvania needs is psychotic, nutcase, lunatic, stroke victim John Fetterman as a de facto governor right now, dude. Like, that's the entire point I'm trying to make right there, is the fact that you have a man, though, in Tom Wolf, who's a scumbag piece of shit. Don't get me wrong. He's a fucking douchebag and then some, dude. He's one of the worst people ever, really, is what it is. The guy's always on Twitter bragging about killing kids in the womb and stuff like that, dude. But yeah, the fact that it's like you have Fetterman being like a banana peel slip away with fucking Tom Wolf to becoming governor of Pennsylvania for a few months. It's like, holy shit, bro. Like, this is the whole, like, as I said before, dude, when it comes to things like this, sorry, if you are running for the fucking another seat of power, dude, you're gone. You're gone from your original seat, is what it is. It's the same thing, like I said, with the U.S. Senate and stuff like that, in the presidency, dude. If you are a sitting lieutenant governor and you're trying to run for the U.S. Senate seat that's open, no, you give up that lieutenant governorship seat, dude. You give up that seat entirely and you move on. You know, you do your campaigning shit or whatever the case be. If you lose, you don't go back, is what it is, you know? And then somebody else becomes lieutenant governor and stuff like that, which is what should happen to Fetterman here, is what it is, dude. And I would say, honestly, that goes back to General Assembly. Should be writing that shit into their General Assembly now from now on, dude, and their state constitutions for that matter. Honestly, it should be something in our federal constitution within the 20th Amendment of stuff like auto DQs and stuff like that, dude. Where it would be like, no, you're running for a higher office, like, get the hell out of here. Like, you're not in this seat anymore, dude, kind of thing. But anyway, let's see here now. And you got Ass Clown Tony Evers, I assume, because it says Evers. Eventually, we should be looking to lower prison population as much as possible. That dude is done, by the way. There is no way that he wins re-election in Wisconsin, dude, after Kenosha in 2020, after the Rittenhouse trial, after the fucking Waukesha parade massacre last year. Like, anybody that's still voting for that fucking guy needs to not have voting rights in the state of Wisconsin or this country for that matter either, dude. So, but yeah, I think there's a very good possibility that Wisconsin flips red, and if it does, that's going to be an awesome day, because it means that they'll be one step closer to actually having a real good shot at actually getting constitutional carry through in 2023 and becoming one of the first states in 2023 to be a constitutional carry state then. Obviously, as we already know, Alabama has signed into place. It takes effect January 1st, 2023, but for actual ones that do it in 2023 and then get it, both passed and enacted in the same year, I think Wisconsin has a good shot next year. I believe Nebraska has a decent shot next year. I could see Nebraska actually being the first one that gets it passed and enacted in 2023. And then Pennsylvania, I believe, under potentially a Mastriano governorship, if he would win there, could easily have constitutional carry be a thing in Pennsylvania come 2023. You could have Florida get it done if people actually get off their asses and probably do something there. And I believe that there's also a few other different states right now that could easily have something going on. I know Colorado had an opportunity this year to basically get something done, and of course, Mom's Demand Action stifled that shit real quick. I think the only way Colorado ever gets constitutional carry in this country would be, first of all, you need a new governor. Jared Polis needs to be booted out of office entirely, dude. So that's number one. Number two, I would say you have to flip the entire General Assembly at this point, which is going to be a very hard thing to do. I'm not saying you have to flip every single seat in the General Assembly or whatever. I'm just saying you have to flip it majority to red is what it is. Or at least independent that wants to run as a Republican or something like that. That's more of a libertarian type person or something like that. Actually gives a shit about the Constitution and stuff is what it is, dude, in the Second Amendment. Because it's only going to be with those kind of candidates being in office then that you're actually going to have a chance to actually see something happen in Colorado. Because first of all, with that whole thing, you would have to have that new General Assembly then basically repeal every anti-gun law in the state of Colorado at that point across the board, while also doing constitutional carry, and just have it be like a huge package of like pro-gun legislation then, where it would be, and actually I think really honestly it starts there in Colorado with the reenactment of their preemption law, which I believe was removed like 5 or 6 years ago now, maybe not even that long. I believe it was right around the time Trump got into office, so, or maybe just after that. Like, I know it's been like a few years here. It might even be longer now. Now I'm thinking about it. It might be more like 7 or 8 years. Now I'm thinking on it. But yeah, sometime in like the last decade, their state preemption got done away with, and it's why you have places like Denver, Colorado, and other municipalities like that, like major cities and stuff, that have enacted like all kinds of crazy shit, like legalizing drugs and carjackings and stuff like that. And then, of course, enacting like assault bans and, um, open carry bans and shit like that's what it is. So, yeah, it's all unconstitutional stuff, dude. And this is exactly why the one great thing about the East Coast with states like Ohio and Pennsylvania, even though, Pennsylvania might not be the most, constitutional as it is right now or whatever, dude, because they don't have constitutional carry, and I don't believe that's stand your ground either is what it is, but I believe they do have some kind of castle doctrine. And the big thing with both us here in Ohio and Pennsylvania as well is that we both have preemption in our states, and we have both fought a lot of anti-gun shit and won because of preemption laws. So, yeah, preemption is one of those situations, dude, that you have to have that enacted in every single state across the board, dude, to make sure that you do not get fucked over at a local level. And like I said, when it comes to Colorado, I believe one of their first steps would be number one, flipping their General Assembly as much as possible from left to right. And then from there, you have the good candidates that get into office there, do what needs to be done. Hopefully constitutionalists get in there as Republicans and stuff like that. Or like I said, independents potentially maybe. And then they basically do what needs to be done then to start repealing stuff and reenacting preemption then. And then from there, it would be basically, I would think it would actually be like more like a multi-year step then. So it'd be like step one would be some of that stuff in the first year. And then step two would be doing the other stuff the next year is what it would be. So it'd basically be, if they would have a chance to like flip now or whatever here for 2022 midterms, it would be start with 2023 with repealing shit and getting, preemption back into place. And then, sometime in 2024, right before the presidential election and stuff like that, dude, then would be the time to actually, do that two-step process and get constitutional carry put into place then potentially. So, although it could be something where it's even like a 4 or 5 year process where it's like you just have, a few here and there and you start the ball rolling basically in 2023 and then you just keep the ball rolling in 2024 and then in 2025 when you get a new General Assembly as well and you keep adding to your numbers and stuff like that and so forth and so on. Because the thing was, it's not like Ohio here became a supermajority Republican overnight, dude. It took more than a decade to have that happen. So, anyway, so we're going to read that Tony Evers article here in a couple minutes, though, but I want to keep going down the line here and see if anything else has happened here. Obviously, like we said here, you got Paul Pelosi attack, suspect ID, attempted homicide with hammer, undergoes skull surgery. Yeah, he got his skull fractured, basically. Shocking security breach. Was it a breach, though? Because to me, it sounds like it might have been somebody he knew. And like I said, I'm wondering if it wasn't some buddy that he was on the down low with is what it is, dude. And then, of course, you got Democrats exploit. Christy Smith blames GOP opponent for Paul Pelosi attack, which is absolute bullshit entirely. Then we got Kari Lake cuts video endorsements for Tudor. Yeah, cuts video endorsements for Tudor Dixon, Doug Mastriano for Michigan and Pennsylvania governors. That's awesome, dude. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, this is what we need for the new breed. Like, I would love to see a midterm election cycle right now, dude, where you get Kari Lake, governor of Arizona, you get Tudor Dixon, governor of Michigan, you get Doug Mastriano, governor of Pennsylvania, and it's just like bang, bang, boom, everybody's constitutional carry within the next year or so, dude. As far as I'm aware, Arizona's already had constitutional carry for some years now. It would be interesting, though, to see other stuff happen through Kari Lake's governorship, though, because number one, she's already, talked about how if she gets into office, she would immediately be doing some very constitutional stuff like declaring a border crisis and stuff like that, dude, and be able to do that stuff under governor powers with like National Guardsmen and stuff like that at the border then, which is how it needs to be anyway. And then, yeah, it would just be awesome then. And then we got Arizona, Katie Hobbs, HQ break-in suspect known to officers. Yeah, it's probably a fucking inside job, dude. And then we got douchebag Tim Ryan, vowed to free all non-violent criminals from prison in a video. Shocker. What a fucking asshole, dude. Then we got Tulsi Gabbard claiming Utahns. I'm guessing that'd be Utah people. people of Utah. Need to re-elect Mike Lee to push the brakes on Democrat warmongers. I feel like Mike Lee is actually in the U.S. Senate or Congress. I forget. I think that's where he's running for. Yeah, yeah. I believe he will probably win re-election. They need to boot fucking Mitt Romney's bitch ass out of office though, for sure, dude, and get somebody else in there, 100% in the next primary sections for 2024, 2026, whatever the hell Mitt Romney's up for re-election. I think it's 2024. So anyway, let's see. Then we got going down further here. We got Orrin Hatch's former chief of staff. Orrin Hatch's former chief of staff endorses Mike Lee. If I was Mike Lee, I'd be like, I don't need your endorsement because I'm not one of your rhino fucking buddies, you fuck. And for those who don't know, that's what Orrin Hatch was for fucking like 40 something years in the U.S. Senate, dude. He was an old ass rhino fucker who finally kicked the bucket and got out of office here not long ago. And then I think he's dead. I'm pretty sure he's dead. I'm pretty sure he died of natural causes not long ago, actually, like in the last year or so. I could be totally wrong on that one. I feel like he is dead, though. Because I want to say he got out of office and then, like, it was within maybe like a year of him leaving after retiring and stuff like that he ended up dying then. So, and I think it was either 2019 or 2020 when he passed away then. Or maybe it was last year even. I don't know. I feel like I remember seeing something where Orrin Hatch is dead now, so I don't know. I'm assuming he's dead. I'm going to say he's dead. So, again, natural causes of what happened there. Then we got poll. Dr. Oz shows narrow lead over John Fetterman after for PA Senate. Then we got Lantex, I guess I pronounce that guy's name, Lombardo, lead Democrat opponents by several points. That would be the Nevada races for governor and Senate seat, if not mistaken, respectively. Then we got 2021 video. Fetterman brags about jailbreaks. Jesus, how the fuck is this guy still in office, dude? Seriously, it just blows me away, dude. That was something we talked about on the channel earlier in the 2A cast with Chelsea Clinton on Kanye, claiming Tucker Carlson and a lot of white men also trafficking dangerous anti-Semitism, says Webb Hubble's daughter. Let's see. Rock and roll legend Jerry Lee Lewis, Great Balls of Fire singer, dies at 87. Yeah, it was a good life, though. You know, I assume that one was natural causes. I don't know. And I'm trying to think now if that would have been the third of three or if that would be a new set of three when it comes to celebrity deaths and stuff now, because I know that Leslie Jordan guy died the other day. And then Jerry Lee Lewis would be either I believe there was somebody right before Leslie Jordan too that died. So this would either be the third of three or it would be the second of three now, maybe. I don't know. And then you got pedophile Stephen Colbert bans Kanye West from CBS Late Show. I'm sure he doesn't want to come on your fucking show, you child molesting fuckboy. Seriously, for those who don't know, dude, Stephen Colbert has been an active child molester for decades now. It's the exact reason why Hollywood thinks he's such a fucking love child and stuff like that, dude. And gave him that show because of that stuff. Because he was willing to keep their sick secrets. Because he's a sicko himself, is what it is. Yeah, I was trying to pull this up, but it's all mashing together there. I was like specifically trying to grab this BLM story here. Not that I'll be able to grab it or not there. Yeah, let's see here now. Don't do that to me now. Yeah, this is a Washington Post reporter admits afraid to tell truths that anger the left. Of course they are, dude, because they don't want to get their shit smashed in is what it is. And that's the problem, dude. And again, that's the definition of domestic terrorism right there. When you have a bunch of people running around, you know, threatening your life or whatever for telling the truth on them and shit, dude. Like, no, fuck that. You tell the truth on them is what it is. And if they try to assault or attack you, you fucking put them away forever is what it is, dude. Let's see. Then we got Fox affiliate runs false graphic declaring Democrat Katie Hobbs winner of governor's race. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Fucking hell, man. And we also got Democrat candidate, Latinos should be loyal to Latinos. Again, this is some fucking Ilhan Omar shit, dude. Like, stop telling people how to vote, you fucking stupid cunt. It's like, no, they should vote who the fuck they want to vote for, and it's not gonna be your dumbass, you fucking hoe bag. Like, fuck me, man. Seriously. Absolute ridiculousness is what it is, man. Actually, I'm gonna stop screen sharing for a minute here, and hopefully that'll fix some of the issues going on right now with my connection problems right now. Maybe. I thought I'd fixed things, but apparently everything's still fucking up, it looks like. So, come on. I already knocked you out. And it appears to be frozen. I assume people are still able to hear me after this. I don't know. Because my thing is currently stuck at just over a half hour in. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Okay, there it goes, finally. Okay, there we go. I'm hoping that I actually had a audio there. I don't know if I did or not. Hello? Anyway. Yeah, so basically, I don't know if I had audio there for a minute or two or not, dude. Or if my shit was just frozen entirely. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's all something fucked up in my computer right now, dude. I'm seriously thinking about starting to GoFundMe for a new one at this point. But going back to that article I was mentioning there, it was a Democrat candidate claims Latinos should be loyal to Latinos. Again, play a fucking race card and see how far it gets you, you dumb cunt. This is the problem with our society in a nutshell, dude. It's those kind of fucking people that have no real platform to run on. And then they'll sit there and just play the fucking race card because he's the only card in their deck. I'm so sick and tired of that identity politics bullshit too, by the way. It's just infuriating beyond belief, honestly. So, anywho, we are going to go ahead and attempt to read that here. If I can do a screen sharing. I don't know, maybe. All right. Let's see if we can actually screen share this bad boy or not. Come on. Jesus criminy, dude. Yeah, it seems to be becoming an issue right now. I don't know. My shit keeps framing off right now. And it is not letting me. Okay, there it comes. All right, let's see if this actually pops up or not. Okay, come on. Don't be a unresponsive piece of crap, dude. Show me what I want to see here. Jesus. I'm gonna have to restart this cast again and see if we can go from there. Then, if that be the case, because this is becoming really iffy right now, and I am not being able to have any control at all right now. I don't even know if my vocals are coming through at all right now. Hopefully they are, but who the hell knows? But yeah, this is becoming super, super irritating.